Have you ever felt like your mind was wandering, lost in your own thoughts and imagination? That's exactly what the idiom "have your head in the clouds" is all about. Let me share a funny story that perfectly illustrates this idiom. One of my students, Samantha, was daydreaming in class when the teacher called on her. She thought he was asking her to literally put her head in the clouds. And she tried to stand up and jump towards the ceiling. It was a humorous misunderstanding. So, what does "have your head in the clouds" actually mean? It's an idiom that describes someone who is being inattentive, distracted, or lost in their own thoughts, rather than focusing on the present moment. Let's see how this idiom can be used correctly. My friend, Sarah, is a brilliant artist, but she often has her head in the clouds when it comes to practical matters like paying bills or scheduling appointments. She's so focused on her creative projects that she sometimes forgets about the mundane tasks of daily life. Here are some examples of how you can use "have your head in the clouds" in different contexts. In a casual conversation, "Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was a bit distracted and had my head in the clouds." In a formal setting, the CEO needs to stop having her head in the clouds and focus on the task at hand, if she wants to lead the company effectively. In a negative context, the student's poor performance is due to her constantly having her head in the clouds during class. In a humorous context, "I was so lost in my own thoughts that I walked right into a lamppost. I really need to stop having my head in the clouds." In a literary context, the poet's mind was perpetually in the clouds, dreaming of a world beyond the mundane. In a business setting, we need someone who can keep their head out of the clouds and focus on the bottom line. On social media, caught daydreaming again? Hashtag head in the clouds. To help you remember the meaning of "have your head in the clouds," try picturing a person literally with their head stuck up in the clouds, disconnected from reality. This visual image can serve as a useful mnemonic device to recall the idiom's figurative meaning. While its precise origins are debated, it likely emerged from the idea that someone preoccupied with lofty or impractical thoughts is disconnected from earthly realities. This reflects the cultural belief that being too focused on abstract or imaginative thoughts can lead to a disconnect from practical, everyday concerns. Interestingly, the idiom has also been used in various regional variations, such as "have your head in the air" or "have your head up in the clouds." Some similar idioms to "have your head in the clouds" include "being in la la land," "being in a world of your own," and "being lost in thought." On the other hand, opposite expressions would be "being grounded," "being down to earth," or "being focused." Related idioms include "head in the sand," "head over heels," and "head of the class." Here's an original sentence using the idiom. Despite the important meeting, the CEO had her head in the clouds, daydreaming about her upcoming vacation. If we rephrase this without using the idiom, it would be: despite the important meeting, the CEO was distracted, lost in her own thoughts about her upcoming vacation. I remember a time when my friend, Alex, was telling me about his new business idea during a casual conversation. He was so enthusiastic and passionate, his head clearly in the clouds, that he didn't even notice when I tried to interject with a few practical concerns. It was only later, when he had his feet back on the ground, that he realized he needed to focus on the details and logistics of his plan. One common mistake when using the idiom "have your head in the clouds" is to say "have your head up in the clouds." This is grammatically incorrect, as the correct preposition is in, not up. Another frequent misunderstanding is thinking the idiom means someone is literally looking up at the sky, when it actually refers to being distracted or lost in thought. Let's test your understanding with a few multiple choice questions. 1. What does the idiom "have your head in the clouds" mean? A. To be daydreaming or lost in thought. B. To be physically looking up at the sky. C. To be focused and attentive. Correct answer, A. 2. Which of the following is a synonymous expression to have your head in the clouds? A. Be down to earth. B. Be in la la land. C. Be grounded. Correct answer, B. 3. Which of the following is an antonymous expression to have your head in the clouds? A. Head over heels. B. Head in the sand. C. Head of the class. Correct answer, C. In summary, have your head in the clouds is a common English idiom that describes someone who is distracted, daydreaming, or lost in their own thoughts, rather than being focused on the present moment. Understanding and using this idiom correctly can greatly improve your communication skills and help you express your ideas more effectively. Now it's your turn. Try using the idiom "have your head in the clouds" in a sentence and share it with us in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging English idiom lessons.